Aloes are protandrous. This means that when the stamens of the flower are producing pollen, the stigmas are not receptive. How do aloes get pollinated? Aloes produce flowers. These flowers have stamens that produce pollen and a stigma that receives pollen. The pollen germinates on the stigma and will then fertilize the flower. It produces pollen before the stigma is ready to receive it. The flowers cannot self-pollinate. They require some sort of creature to move the pollen from one flower to another. A lot of aloes are pollinated by birds. There are occasional times when bees can assist in this, depending on the aloe species. Aloes have flowers that are for a certain time producing male pollen, and then for a certain time are receptive to pollen. Is there a male and a female aloe vera plant? Some say a female plant is a plant that produces a lot of young aloe shoots/offsets that grow into more aloe plants, and a male is a plant that just grows and does not produce new shoots. If this is the case, it may just be two different aloe species being mistaken for aloe vera. Not all aloes can reproduce by shoots and cuttings. How can I tell if my aloe plant is female? Your aloe vera plant is both male and female. Aloe vera produces pollen, and the process by which it produces this pollen is somewhat messy from a biological perspective. How do I identify an aloe vera plant? There are several different cultivars of aloe vera, and there are also a lot of other succulent species of aloe that look pretty similar to aloe vera. My general advice with aloe is to buy one that comes from a reputable nursery run by a succulent expert. What is the difference between aloe and aloe vera? Aloe is a plant genus while aloe vera is a species of an aloe plant. If we look at genus and species, you can think of it a bit like a family. So your family surname would be your genus, and then your own name is your species. Each family member is unique, but all are related by surname. Benefits of the female aloe vera plant. It's a natural healing plant. The gel in the leaves is a great home remedy for burns, cuts, and abrasions. These plants bring beauty to the home and office. Aloe vera contains vitamin C and minerals that can help relieve headaches, insomnia, stress, and depression. Aloe vera relieves inflammation, prevents itching, and assists in healing sores and treating certain fungal infections. It also helps the immune system's functions. Studies have shown aloe vera assists in cleaning stale air in houses and buildings. Aloe vera has anti-cancer properties. It also contains carcinogens, so it is a double-edged sword. Aloe vera contains powerful antioxidants that are beneficial to our diets. It is used in many traditional remedies to help reduce fever. Aloe vera prevents acne when the gel is applied to the skin. It can prevent and treat dermatitis. This plant has a long history of use in the pharmaceutical industry and has been found to have anti-inflammatory properties. Some scientists believe that aloe vera may even slow the aging process. Aloe vera, as with all aloes, does not have male or female plants. Some aloes produce more offset shoots from their rhizomes, and some people errantly call these female plants. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.